Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode here at WILDMAN Lifts. I'm your host, WILDMAN. So on today's episode, I'm going to be doing a giant set workout with the Circus Dumbbell. Now, I've been doing log and other overhead presses lately, and every once in a while, I like to come back and check my progress on the Circus Dumbbell. So let's jump into this and let's see what we can get done today. All right, so on today's menu, we have the Circus Dumbbell. Now this one is a loadable Circus Dumbbell that I bought from Titan years ago. And it's not my favorite, but the convenient thing is you can load it up and you can put a clip inside of it so that the weights don't fall out when you're at the top of the movement or cleaning it up, I guess. But for a loadable Circus Dumbbell, this was a pretty cheap option, and so you get what you pay for. But I'm sure there's better ones out there, but this one has lasted me for a very long time. I just have to hit it into shape occasionally. And then hopefully the goal is to hit 3 repetitions on each arm with this Rogue Monster Dumbbell. This thing weighs 130 pounds empty, and it's currently empty. And hopefully I'll be able to hit that for some reps today. So the giant set format for the day is going to be 1 Circus Dumbbell clean and press on each arm. And this Titan dumbbell, when it's empty with no weights inside of it, weighs 80 pounds. And after I'm done hitting 1 rep for each arm, then I'm going to move into my half Turkish get-ups. This is really great to work your obliques, your shoulder mobility, and also your back a little bit, because as you come up onto your side, your lat is actually doing some work there. So I really like to do these on overhead press day because it really warms everything up and gets my movement patterns correct as I go up in weight. So I'm going to do this between every single set. And I'm also going to be running 300 meters. Yes, I know, running. Holy cow. Those are like unholy words to strongman. But I like to throw these in occasionally because this is a great way to get my whole entire body warmed up and to get some conditioning in as well. Since it's wintertime right now, it's pretty cold. And so I like to make sure that my body's completely warm as the weights go up. And this is a great way to do it. So that's going to be the giant set format for the strength portion on the menu today. Now the Circus Dumbbell, it's kind of a party trick. It really isn't about strength. It's about getting your body in the correct position and using your whole entire body to press that weight overhead. The hardest part is just stabilizing it, right? Stabilizing it on your shoulder before you're about to press it. And then once it's in the air, if you're able to kind of like get that thing seated correctly and then jump in the air, then you just have to catch it. And that's gonna come down to overhead stability. Once it's in the air, that thing moves like crazy. And so you've got to make sure that your shoulders have the proper stabilization. Otherwise, you're going to miss it, or worse, you're going to injure yourself. So this was actually surprising to me right here, this set, because 120 pounds has never moved so fast before. I was very surprised because I haven't done Circus Dumbbell in a while. And even on my left-hand side, it goes up super fast. So that was kind of hopeful because I wanted to hit that monster dumbbell for 130 pounds and I wanted to hit for 3 repetitions and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it. So here goes my first working set. And again, I was very surprised to see how fast this went up. This went up perfectly. And even on my left-hand side, sometimes it's hit or miss on this. And fortunately, I was able to hit this pretty quick and even hold it for a while up in the air. So I was very pleased with that. And in between my working sets, I'm going to continue to do my half Turkish get-ups. And I'm going to continue to run 300 meters, which I've been doing between every set up until this point. And the goal of it is just to hit 2 miles total of cumulative running by the very end of the workout. And you can see I've got a beautiful scenery that I'm running and working out in, so I really enjoyed that part of it. Now in actual strongman competitions, you don't need to be strong on both arms. That's kind of like saying if you're a pitcher for baseball, you know, do you need to be strong with both arms? No, you need to be strong with your dominant arm that's going to be doing all the pitching. You're not going to switch over to your left to make it even or anything. So I'm not too shamed here that my left side is just not up to the same par as my right arm. In strongman competitions, I would use my right arm the entire time because that's my most stabilized arm, because that's my dominant arm. And with the left arm, I'm practicing with both of them here because 130 is going up so quick on the right hand. So since it was going up so quick, I was trying to just, do some left hand work as well. Okay, so I hit my goal. I wanted to hit this dumbbell 3 times on each arm, and that was accomplished. The only difference that I wish I could work on a little bit better is stabilizing this dumbbell at the top of the lift. Now let me show you some exercises that I like to do in order to make sure that my overhead is stabilized and those stabilizers are getting worked. Let's jump in to the variation giant set. So for the variation giant set, it's going to be 3 rounds, and I'm going to be doing waiter's walk with the circus dumbbell empty, so that's going to be 80 pounds. Now this is something I like to do because my shoulders are absolutely fatigued from lifting that heavy dumbbell and all the other work that I did in the strength giant set. So this is just mostly practicing on my weak point of the lift, which was the overhead lockout part of it. So with the left arm, I'm able to get some work in there so that maybe the next time I go back and try that monster dumbbell again with my left arm, I'll be able to have much more control of it at the top because I'm practicing doing movements like these. And this is a great thing to do to get your stabilizers overhead to really kick into gear. And I'm going to continue on my variation giant set to do my half Turk get-ups, and I'm also going to do my 300-meter runs with that beautiful scenery that I get to run in every single day. I'm so lucky. I'm so blessed that I'm staying injury-free, and I get to work out, and I get to have beautiful scenery around me. Now for my assistance giant set, I'm going to be doing 3 rounds of Arnold presses. Now this is my favorite movement to do for stabilizing, but it's also a great shoulder bodybuilding, where you take your dumbbells or your kettlebells, you bring them out in front of you, and then you press them overhead in such a manner. Then I'll jump immediately into gorilla rows. This is a great thing to do to work the antagonistic portion of your shoulders and keep building those shoulders up in mass and in stabilizing. And I'm gonna finish off by shortening my running down, and I'm just gonna be running some short sprints here that are gonna accumulate to 200 meters total by the end of the 3 rounds for 2 miles total. So there you have it. Those are some great exercises to do if you want to increase your overhead stability at the top of a lift. I didn't really have a plan when I came into this. I just wanted to see how many I could hit on the monster dumbbell. And I could see that my left side clearly needs some help on the stability part at the top of the lift. And so I usually train in the same giant set format. I usually have a strength, I usually have a variation, an assistance, and an accessory, which I'm gonna hit right now, but I'm not gonna take you along for that ride tonight. I try to see whatever I need to work on during the strength portions. I then alter what I'm gonna do for the variation and the assistance so that I can improve on my weaknesses and turn those into strengths. Until next time, thank you.